All right, welcome back. It's really October 63. Um, Things are sort of shaping up in Kentucky. Um, Basically, we're going to have four divisions hold here with Breckenridge's Corps, while Jackson will hold four divisions. Polk's Corps is going to take over defenses here in Henry, Tennessee, while General Hill's two divisions moves to reinforce Johnston's force in Columbus. Um, Further, Morgan has now formed a division in Nashville with General Cheatham as the corps commander. Um, kind of give you a bit of a picture. Eventually, we'll have corps commanders from Henry all the way over here to Sumner and down in Nashville, along with Jackson. If I'm able to manage it, I can promote General Forrest to be a corps commander um, and take over positions here in Columbus. But for the moment, I need him to be a division commander. We still have I believe, a cavalry division down here in Humboldt, and so Forney's Corps with one division, and uh, the Morgan's former cavalry brigade will attempt to attack that. Um, Out in Missouri, Shelby is sort of getting surrounded, it appears. As you can see, there are Union forces all over. So I'm actually going to retreat and begin to go towards Fort Scott. So hopefully we'll be able to make it out. I considered moving on to Jefferson City, but decided against it. Uh, William Quantrill has a small force here and will attempt to assault it and take back Fayetteville, which is interesting. I'm surprised the Union is giving it up, as it appears to be for the moment. There is some interesting movement in Virginia. And part of McClellan's force have moved into Charles City. So what I'm doing is I'm sending the earliest division to City Point, and I'm sending Johnston's division here to Henrico to contest a river crossing. Meanwhile, let's see, Mosby's small force will target what's left of the Sabre Brigade, which, as you can see, is very low um, cohesion, along with a new small brigade led by Fitzhugh Lee. Kind of focus here in Kentucky. Johnston will try to hold at all costs, while A.P. Hill will quickly get over there to join the defenses in Columbus in 3 days. Joe Johnston will attempt to bring what's left of the Union force in Pensacola to battle. Meanwhile, we should be able to take out Fort Laramie this turn, and I also believe we can we'll be able to target one of these Union militia units in Texas. We are short of money, but basically we're doing replacements here, and we still have some artillery on the way as well. All right, let's run the turn and see what happens. Okay, we had a couple pretty large battles here in Columbus. The first one was a defeat. We lost on day one, and the Union just took slightly more casualties. But the second one was a pretty big victory. We captured 5,300 prisoners, and you can see here are the casualty differential. We had basically General Hill arrived with two fresh divisions, and it looks like they did quite a bit of damage. Only looks like only 2 Union divisions actually participated in the battle, so they had much more force there, but only 2 of them participated, and General Nelson has actually been killed, it seems. So here's what's left of the Union force. It's still in decent shape. Well, actually, not really. We've taken some pretty heavy casualties. Pope's Corps is in decent shape, but with AP Hill here, it's going to be pretty difficult for the Union to break through. Let's see. You can see how large the Union force now is with Grant. 60 powers at 6,400, so quite large, without a doubt. The other main, I think, interesting thing is Shelby was able to escape, and you can see here is the Union force by Sumner's. There's like 2 kind of small divisions, and then Riggett's force as well. So Shelby will arrive on day 9. There's also another Union force up here, and I'm not really sure how big it is. In Virginia, I saw that the Sabre Brigade made it through, so looks like they made it back to Union lines, and the Union did not move here. These are the main highlights, other than we did take Fort Laramie. Unfortunately, though, we have destroyed the fort, and so we are now completely unsupplied. So, a bit of a problem. That is definitely a bit of a problem. So, do we have any supply at all? Let's see. We have 9 supply, and we're using 18 a turn. So, yeah, it's not going to be super. Yeah, so one of those unfortunate things where we actually destroyed the fort and all the supplies when we were attacking. The Union fleet, the Union force has made it back onto the boats, so we weren't able to bring it to battle again. Okay, let's look at the messages. Okay, so a whole bunch of movement. We gain control of Charlottesville again. We did win in Fayetteville, but there was still a small Union force there. So hopefully next time we can actually take it. Okay, so we have our new artillery is now finished, and that's nice. General Hill can be promoted to a new rank. The Hunley has been sunk, and that's pretty much it. So not a super busy turn, but I think some important things, including the Union morale is now down to 66. So this is making me a little nervous seeing how big Grant's force is here. I don't actually know if we have enough to stop a force that big. Yeah, Anyways, all right. See you next time.